So this is for the Veterans Club of Ukraine. Where are you from? Let's start with where you're from.
I come from Scotland, Glasgow.
And how long have you been in Ukraine?
Been in Ukraine for 19 months now. So came at the beginning of the war.
So that's a long time.
Yeah, a very long time.
So let's call you a veteran, just for I think that's fair to say after 19 months. And why did you come to Ukraine 19 months ago?
Why did we come to Ukraine? Probably the same as everybody else. We've seen what was happening. We've seen not just an attack on military, but on civilians as well. Cities overrun, destroyed, small towns. Basically, you had this Goliath against Ukraine. They called out for help. We responded. Let's just be honest, when we all turned up, nobody knew what to expect. This war is like no war that anyone's ever fought before. So a lot of unknowns when we turned up, still unknowns today.
And all right, what do you know now that you didn't know 19 months ago?
What do we know now? That's a really good question, actually. Genuinely, I thought with the global support, not just the individuals turning up, the Ukrainians, both here and abroad, throwing resources at the country, but also entire nations throwing everything they had, including sanctions, military equipment, aid. This war would have been done and dusted within a year. Unfortunately, like I said, we're now in the 19th month. I can't remember how many days we've been at war now, but it's not going to plan on both sides. I think we need to be honest here. Russia had this 3 to 6 day quick invasion of Ukraine, which is now well past that. And Ukraine has done some massive pushes, but we've still got a lot of work to do. So, yeah.
You individually, what has your personal experience now that you're a veteran? How could foreign veterans be helped more? So not just veterans, but foreign veterans be helped more. So the guys who are currently in the army, and maybe after they leave, what could we do?
Yeah, well, there's 3 brackets to that. There's people that are currently serving. We have got people who have left, and we've got people who are injured. Because there's been a lot of injuries, there's been a lot of casualties in this war. That fact has not been hidden. The guys who are currently serving, first, we need continuous support. The front lines do not move forward without the help, logistics, medical. The front lines cannot move forward without that. Especially come winter months, it does get colder. The resources change from what we need from summer to winter. For the guys who have left, they do need support. There's going to be a lot of mental health issues with guys. We've never experienced this level of shelling before. Since World War I, II, we haven't experienced this. So we're hitting a lot of unknowns again. But these guys will need continuous support, mentally, physically, if they've got any injuries. For the guys who've been critically injured, they may be disabled now through the war, we do need a lot of medical support globally to help these people. So mental support, physical support, a lot of medical support is required. And let's say the continuous support of sending goods and supplies and financial aid to Ukraine is needed still for the front line. We need to keep moving forward.
Sure. And what about after the military? Could there be more ways for veterans to contribute or to be supported?
So once they've left the military,
yeah,
I mean, the thing is, we've got a lot of these veterans. They've been in, let's just say a normal military deployment lasts for 6 months for most NATO countries. These guys some have been active for 18 months. They've got a lot of experience now. So I think that's got to be recognised globally, that these guys, even without prior military experience, they've probably got more combat experience than most NATO members have got now. So that needs to be taken into consideration, not only to help them readjust into society, but for future employment as well. Yeah. These people should be recognised that they are part of they've been part of a unique military organisation for the past year and a half.
And what's great from your experience, what's been great working with such a diverse group of veterans? What's been good?
Yeah, that's it's a good question. You've got a lot of guys from all over the world. You know, from every country. We've got people here working with us. When you think war, you think weapon, you think people shooting in the front line, and it's not like that. We've got people from all different combat experience, not just NATO members, but Ukrainian. Even got some Russians over here fighting against that system. So this mixture of military techniques and organisations from the security services as well, people with all different backgrounds, police, law enforcement, coming to help us. But you've also got the medical side of things as well. That's the side that I work in, where you've got surgeons, you've got people who specialise in rehabilitation, plastic surgery, all these people as well coming together in Ukraine. And also outside Ukraine, we've got people getting shipped outside the country for assistance. To bring all these people together, multiple languages, all different backgrounds, religious beliefs, everything coming under one roof, has been a completely unique experience. It makes the world a much smaller place, to be honest with you, when you're dealing with people globally.
Perfect. All right, that's awesome. Is there anything else you want to say?
Just keep helping us. Look, the support, we understand this war's been going on for a long time. It's been going on longer than anyone anticipated. We do understand we're not completely disconnected from society, that there is a massive cost of living crisis in many countries. We still need the financial support, we still need the help. Just because it's not in the news programmes anymore doesn't mean that war crimes are not being committed in this country. You can see round about is the devastation of what was once a thriving town that's now been reduced to rubble. You know, these are men, women and children who have been attacked, not just military. When these missiles land, a bomb has got one purpose, and that's to explode. It doesn't care who's in that vicinity. And so we need as much help as we can possibly get to stop this violence and free Ukraine.
Perfect.